Bambu Lab has finally teased their next machine. Is it a tool changer? What do you think? Is it possibly a new 3D printer? Maybe a resin printer? What, what are we thinking here? Is it a new revolution or something new, something brand new to 3D printers? If you answered none of the above to that answer, then you are correct. Bambu Lab has officially teased a laser, a standalone laser, which actually, I believe more people were asking for a standalone laser than the Bambu Lab A2L. But let's get into this. So this was officially revealed today, the Bambu Lab R1, a new way of making. And there's a few things to unpack here. Of course, this is a laser, guys. You can see the beam coming down. It's engraving some sort of cutting board. Like, this is what it is. Like a standalone laser. This is what some people have been asking for. But then also you look at the market, and Bambu Lab has said in the past that they wouldn't come out with something if they didn't believe they could make a better product. They've kind of alluded to the fact that xTool is there. What could we possibly add to this? Right? There's a lot to think about, and there's a lot to unpack when it comes to Bambu Lab officially entering the laser market. Now, it isn't coming till September, so we do have some time before we probably get some additional details. But the details we have today is essentially this. It says, one more tool, more power, made simple. Something new is warming up in the lab. And that's, we already had this image as I was showing on their landing page. You can see here one user actually said that the source file in this image says meeting the Bambu Lab R1, the first laser engraver and cutter. So it's probably going to have a cutter attachment from Bambu Lab that helps you create more with more materials from 3D printing to laser. We're building your personal manufacturing hub coming soon. This is just all about them creating more that you can manufacture at home. They just want to have everything so you don't have to go to another company. It's all in this one ecosystem. And they already have all this stuff for lasers, being that they have them in the H series, but they're not really practical there, right? All that soot getting everywhere, getting into the 3D printer components. So this seems like a natural progression. However, again, we have to look at the market. How much is this going to cost? Is this just simply a diode laser in which they already offer? So if we look at the laser modules that they currently offer for the H2D, the H2C, well, remember they specifically said more power in that listing. And if you're looking here, $949 for the standalone laser module for 40 watt. So more power than 40 watt is going to be over $1,000. Well, they have a cheaper version at 10 watt that looks more like an xTool product that was recently released. I'll show you that here in a second. But there's, again, are we coming in at a premium price when there's already a premium competitor in the laser market? That's what's making this really interesting. We just don't know what Bambu Lab's intention is with this market. We know it's to come in and take market share away from xTool. They must be confident that they can do that if this is something they're looking at. But price-wise, are they going to be able to compete? So again, where I'm going with this is that you have the 40 watt. So are they going to bump this up to a 60 watt, where this is going to be a $1,500 to $2,000 product for a 60 watt? I mean, you're already probably looking at $1,500 to $2,000 for a 40 watt laser. Even the H2S version, that only goes to the 10 watt, but that's the same here. 10 watt is only $300. So there is a pretty big price difference. My guess is that the laser that they come out with is capable of using the cutter modules they already have on the H series and the laser module that they have on the H series as well. If not, that would actually surprise me. I don't see why they would change things up if they want this one universal ecosystem, at least in my opinion. Okay, but let's go to some of the competition on the market. You have the xTool M2. Now, keep in mind, xTool also announced a new product, so we'll get to that here in a second. So you have the xTool M2, which at a full decked out M2 with the 20 watt color print and cut bundle, it comes with CMKY inkjet. You're looking at $1,119. Are they going to add a 20 watt to this Bambu laser? I mean, of course, this is all speculation because we are not really sure what this product is yet. But I'm not sure they're going to be able to compete. Again, we don't know anything. So I'm just really looking at the other options or the other big player in the laser space right now. So at 20 watt for the xTool M2, you're looking at $1,119. But if you go down to the 10 watt, okay, it's $599. Well, just the standalone laser in Bambu Labs 3D printers is half of that price. So it doesn't really seem like they'll be able to match that up. That's what makes me think, okay, maybe they do actually have to go with different modules or something a little bit different as far as design, because why wouldn't someone just go with the M2 that's already a proven laser product, a proven laser commodity in this space? Let me know what you guys think about this line of thinking. These are really just my initial thoughts when you talk about Bambu Lab entering the laser space, looking at the top competition, because Bambu Lab, they have become a premium product with their H series. They always come out with, like, they hit the market with the X1C, which remember remember the X here for something I'm about to show. You know, they weren't necessarily the cheapest. I think it launched at like $1,100 with the multicolor and everything. So Bambu Lab's probably going to come in with a more expensive option, but xTool is the premium. Why, they have to give you still a reason to pick their product over something like this. And, maybe that's why xTool already has a little bit of a discount here on the 20 watt version. If you go with the color and print bundle, you go with the deluxe bundle with all of this stuff, the rotary, the CMYK inkjet, 1359. Yeah, you start to get into like, okay, maybe the pricing is going to be the most interesting thing. Okay. So, I haven't used any xTool products. This is just based on like what I have seen online, and everybody saying xTool is purely best. Of course, they both come with closed ecosystems, so that's why they're also a major comparison. But xTool wasn't going to let this go. They actually announced the xTool X1 shortly after, or like literally right after Bambu Lab announced their laser. They put out this. So xTool is pushing the boundaries of what laser technology can do. Engineered to solve challenges conventional laser systems weren't built to overcome, a new level of laser technology, a new standard for what one machine can do. Meet the xTool X1, the next gen laser machine. Want to see where laser technology is headed? Question mark. Now, between the X1 and Bambu Labs R1, I think these are going to be totally different products, okay? Bambu Labs product that they're going to hit the market with here is their first entry into the laser space. So you can't really expect them to have all of your bells and whistles right out of the gate. They're going to take time and build up their product line like they did with 3D printers. Plus, they're still going to have their team focusing on 3D printers. I would suspect that we still see a 3D printer later this year. But this has also raised the question I saw on a subscriber of mine's, or Slice of Mind. He has a YouTube channel as well, where is xTool now going to potentially compete with Bambu Lab as far as like FDM printers potentially, or 3D printers in general? I think it only makes sense if xTool already has a UV printer that they potentially enter that 3D printing space with resin printers. That's somewhere that Bambu Lab is not currently. They would be competing with like the likes of Haygears with a closed ecosystem. But if they're already good at software, they could potentially develop their own slicer, and maybe it's not a fork of Bambu Studio, and they're the ones that push that front as far as closed ecosystems and developing their own slicers. There's a realm of possibilities that could happen with all of this stuff. But real quick, I want to mention something too before we get off of here as far as the video. Members on my channel are going to start getting one behind the scenes video a month. So if you're interested in that, you can subscribe to the membership. It's $4.99 a month. I'm not planning to make it any more expensive than that. Eventually, I'm looking at adding a members only Discord through Patreon and YouTube. So if you subscribe to either one, I don't have a Patreon yet. I'm looking to set that up. Patreon does give you a little bit more as far as percentages. But outside of that, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well, hit the hype button, get this trending. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and let me know if you want me to cover anything else.